Alright, what's up, guys? I'm back with What If Deku Had Ultra Instinct Part 6, I think. So, yeah, oh my god, it is hot in this room. I was honestly thinking about not opening today, but no, I'm like, I got time. I can do it. So, yeah, I think last time I left off, it was Deku destroyed everyone. So, that's something. And, hmm. Yeah, I guess, yeah, we'll just get into it. Deku just destroyed everyone, and I think Bakugo and Deku, like, they were talking with All Might. So, yeah. The next day, I'm gonna say, because I don't know. I'm gonna just say it's the next day. The class decided to go shopping for the training camp, and so they all plan to split up and search for stuff, but before they head off, I'm gonna say Jiro, because I never include her in anything, so I might as well do it now. She asked what music she should bring or like buy for the trip, and most of them say like hop and like rap and all that, which is a terrible combo. Like, yo, okay, if I see you say that, if I hear you say that like hop and rap as a combo is good, bro, you better put up them hands. But okay, no. Uh, yeah, okay. Then they asked Deku like what he listens to, because they're kind of curious, like, what do you listen to? So I'm gonna say Deku thinks about it and says probably anime themes, which is honestly me too. I like anime themes. It's a good one. But you know so it's better than like any other, like, it's better than that trash combo, honestly, though. But they decide to get everything, and Deku gets left alone. Like, Uraraka, she already took off. Like, she wasn't having it. So, Deku decides to just look around a bit, but gets bored and sits down, like, closing his eyes, because he doesn't know what to do. He's already like basically god level, so what's the point? And I want to say he opens his eyes back up, and Flash steps out of the way when he senses someone reaching for him. And when he turns around to see who it is, like, it's Shigaraki, and he instantly goes into his first form. So Shigaraki sees Deku's eyes and puts his hands up, and then Shigaraki asks Deku like if he could talk with him, because he puts his hands up because he knows that Deku's gonna mess him up. So he ain't he ain't risking it. So Deku says like no, and to not make a single move, but Shigaraki puts his thumb down and he gets teleported away by Kirigiri. I'm gonna say Deku looks around but can't see him. And I'm gonna say, like, he didn't know that Kirigiri was like about to teleport him away because he was only in his first form. If he was in the second form, he would have instantly known. But yeah, so after that, I'm gonna say Deku already told All Might, and the next day came. You know, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have like a bunch of time skips inside of this. Yeah, I don't know. Jesus Christ, it's so hot, and I don't have my water. All I have is a Powerade, and it's like not even cold, which is a terrible taste. But yeah, okay, I'll just keep on going. So before the class goes to the training camp, everyone thought it would be a good idea to like hang out for a bit, I'm gonna say. And they decided to do like a pool day, and they go to the school to do it. So it's, yeah, filler episode. So after that, the next day, everyone is told to get on the bus, and there's a lot of, yeah, yeah. There's just, oof. I'm just oofing in the head right now. But Jiro decides to play some music that she bought, and asks Deku like which one to play. And as you can see, she's trying to make them move. So she pulls out Gringe, The Day, and Bluebird. And Deku says like it's a tough question, but he decides to go with Gringe because it's good. It's good. So they make it to the side of the mountain, I'm gonna say, and they meet the Pussycats. So Deku can feel that something's up though, and the ground starts shaking. uh, I don't know what's wrong with me, bro. I think the heat's getting to my head, but yeah. So he goes into first form, as the class falls down the cliff, and everyone lands on their backs and heads. But Deku, Bakugo, and Todoroki, they land on their feet because they're the big three. So nah, they were told to reach the other side of the forest. I'm gonna say, and everyone seen Deku go into his second form, getting ready to flash step to the end. But before he could like take off, I'm gonna say Uraka, Jiro, Bakugo, Todoroki. I'm gonna say Mineta as well because why not, bro? Mineta, Mineta trying to pee. He ain't trying to stay there and fight. So they just all grab onto him, and Deku makes it to the other side and feels something tugging onto him. He turns, yeah, he powers down and looks behind him, and then Deku just sees those five with their hair all messed up from how fast they went. Bakugo, I'm gonna say he got mad and told Deku to give a heads up next time. But Deku said that he wasn't planning for anyone to grab onto him. And Mineta, he just takes off, bro. He don't care. He needs to go he needs to go pee. That's what he needs to do. But yeah, okay. I'm gonna say, I don't want Koda to do. Hmm. Mhm. All right. Okay. I got it. Deku. I'm gonna say Deku sees a kid eating rice, and Deku walks up to him, asking like if he could have a bowl of rice. And Koda tried to punch him in his dende, but Deku said nah, and body flickered in place, dodging it. And and they all get a bowl of rice and start eating. I'm gonna say a few hours later, the rest of the class make it. I think it was like 3 hours or something. I don't know. Yeah, so they all get mad at Deku for not waiting for him, and they also blame the others for not like allowing them to grab on in time. But Deku shrugs his shoulders and points his head to the other rice bowls. So they all just shrug it off. Yeah, they all shrug it off and grab a bowl to eat with them. And then they ask about the kid. I'm gonna say Deku. Yeah, yeah, okay. Deku says it's his new friend. I'm gonna just make him friends. So Koda gets embarrassed and tells Deku to shut up. But after they finish eating, they take a hot tub break. What is it called? It might be a jacuzzi, honestly. Hot tub jacuzzi. It's like one of the it's like relaxing now. And they head to sleep. But I'm gonna say before Deku goes to sleep, though, Koda tells him to follow him. I wish I had water, but there's just this stupid Powerade Zero. All right, no. Bro, it's not even good. It's great. It's great, man. That's not the best, but okay, yeah. I keep on getting off track with this stupid Powerade, but yeah. So Deku begins to follow him as they go up to the mountain, like the side of the mountain, and when they arrive, Deku looks at the night sky and says it looks amazing because it does. And Koda says that he comes up here because of how peaceful it is. And Deku looks at Koda and sees his eyes watering up. And Deku asks if he's okay. And Koda says that he's fine, like, wiping his tears. Or wiping his eyes. And Koda then tells Deku, like, why does Deku want to be a dumb hero? And I'm gonna say Deku says that he wants to be able to save people that need help, but other people just won't. And Koda says that it's stupid to be a hero and possibly like lose everything. So Deku says that people always know that something bad can happen, but they have to get through it in order to be as reliable as a hero. And then after that, Koda starts crying, like starts to get angrier, trying to punch Deku, but Deku just body flickers in place and tells Koda to calm down. And yeah, Koda does start to cry, saying that like he misses them. And Deku knows instantly like who he's talking about, like his parents, and just gives him a hug. Like, yo, Deku already said, yo, you're my friend. So after he sees Koda like crying, he's like, nah, give me a hug. You're not alone in this. So oof, Deku told him that no matter what Koda thinks of heroes, that they will always love him no matter what. And I'm gonna say a bit of time goes by because yo, that oof, oof. A bit of time goes by, and they both go back to the camps. And Deku finally goes to sleep because he was up for a while. And when they wake up, they instantly are told to train. And Deku decided to spar with Bakugo the entire day. And by the end of the day, Bakugo learned some new moves. And Deku was close to do his third form, I'm gonna say. Because yo, they're both getting stronger. I'm gonna say it's on that type of Goku and Vegeta type of stuff. Like the latest chapter, I think it was like chapter 50. Yeah, was it chapter 50 or was it chapter 70? I don't remember. But the latest one, bro, Vegeta, dude, Vegeta's about to turn up, bro. I can't wait until next month. But yeah, where was that? I keep on getting off track, but oh my god, but uh the next day, they train again, but Todoroki joins in. So they're kind of having a threesome. But okay, no, I need to stop. That's no good. That's no good. That's a no moment. But by the end of the day, the class is told about the courage course, and Deku wasn't paired with anyone. He got kind of upset because he was like, "Yo, I can't even hang out with my friends, but I get scared." But then he sensed like another presence, like starting to appear in the forest, and Deku instantly went into his first form and was on guard. And when the poison started to spread, Deku went into phase two. Went into his second form and knocked out the one making the poison. He said nah and just bopped him in the head. But Jesus Christ, I could feel like my body getting destroyed on the inside. But he also knocked out the ones attacking the Pussycats, and Deku was knocking out all the villains, but felt a much greater power coming from where Koda's hideout was. So I'm gonna say, yeah, Deku's aura. Yeah, I would go with that. Deku's aura got larger, and as he was not trying to he ain't letting nobody hurt a kid, especially Koda. Like, yo, you ain't touching him. So Deku just flashed up in front of Koda and punched Muscular into the side of the mountain. And Deku turned around asking if Koda was alright, and Koda said, yeah, crying a bit. Deku turned around seeing Muscular getting up, but Deku punched him in the face, I'm gonna say, because yo, you made Deku mad. You ain't gonna get away with it. So he was trying to get up again and asked if he knew where Bakugo was. And Deku said, what? Demanding an answer. Like, give me the answer right now. So Muscular said to Deku that the boss wanted to talk with him. And Deku's aura, oof, it got brighter. It got brighter as he knocked out Muscular, sending him through the mountain. And I'm gonna say, Deku instantly took Koda and flashed up to Aizawa and told him to tell everyone else to be allowed to fight back because yo, like this is a serious moment. Like just fight. So Aizawa does, and Deku tells him about Bakugo. So Aizawa tells Deku to be careful and to make sure Bakugo's safe. Deku just nods and flash steps to look for Bakugo, and he eventually finds Todoroki and Bakugo and tells them to follow him. So Bakugo says like why, and Deku tells him that the villains are looking for him. So Bakugo, he's smarter in this one, so he nods, and they both follow Deku. Deku sees Uraka and Froppy fighting a villain, so Deku comes up and punches her into a tree. Like, not killing her because he's a hero. He ain't trying to kill. So they both thank Deku and ask like what's going on. Deku tells them that it's a villain attack and that they need to keep an eye on Bakugo. Jesus Christ, he is getting to my head, my boys. What? Okay, I just need to finish this. Oh, jeez, that'll be a while on it. Alright. Uraka, I'm gonna say she asks where Bakio is, and Deku just turns around to see Bakio gone. And Todoroki, he's standing there, and he's like, "Wait, what? I was keeping an eye on him the entire time. Like, where did he go?" So Deku's aura gets bigger, and steam starts to come off his body. So everyone there, like, yo, they're seeing Deku get serious. So Deku takes them to Aizawa. Then he searches for Bakio again, and Deku finds Tokuyami with Dark Shadow going crazy. And Deku just walks up to him and makes him get smaller with his aura because his aura is bright. Like it's oofed. So Tokuyami says thanks, and Deku asks where Bakio is. He said he didn't know. I'm gonna say, and Deku takes him to Aizawa. And before Deku leaves again, I'm gonna say Mr. Compress, Dabi, twice, and Toga appear in front of him and are being teleported away. And Deku's about to charge it like to them as Mr. Compress makes Bakio appear and go into the portal. So Deku lets off a small, lets off more steam and yells, getting mad that they just got away. Because I'm gonna say they do get away for plot. Like if plot didn't exist, Deku would have easily gotten them, but plot does. So Momo quickly tells Deku that she made a tracker to locate them. Mm. Deku, uh, wait, what? Ah, shoot. Deku grabbed it and told them to call All Might and the other heroes to send. And they nod. Actually, no, they just tell All Might because, yeah, screw the other heroes. It's just All Might. So they nod, and Deku leaves, creating a after image. And when he left, Aizawa called All Might and, gave the location and what happened. So Bakio sits in a chair, tied up, looking at the villains, and the villains ask if he wants to be a villain, and Bakio just replies saying that they all just messed up. Like, yo, my boy's coming here to rescue me. Like, yo, you better die, basically. So after Bakio says that, Deku appears with steam and a bright silver aura all around him. And he ran all the way to Bakio in an instant. Like, yo, he dipped. Like, he sprint. He gone. And I'm gonna say the villains, they freeze, and Bakio laughs a bit. So when they see Bakio start to stare past them, they slowly turn around, and what they see is Deku with slightly silver hair and a silver outline around him. So Deku is starting to max out. Like he's starting to get to the tip of his second form. And so when Deku turns and then walks to Bakio, and the villains are staring at him. I mean, what? The villains are starting to come back to reality and get ready to attack. And as Deku, is walking, Mr. Compress tries to use his quirk on Deku, but in a quick motion, dude, he oofed. He oofed up, bro. He just oofed up. So, he's out of the room with a large hole in the wall. And Shigaraki gets mad and starts to yell at the other villains to take down Deku. And as he's scratching himself, he is really scratching his face right now. Like he he got that poison ivy on his face or something, man. I don't know, but yeah, Deku is just untying Bakio. I'm gonna say Bakio gets untied, and Deku creates an after image attacking everyone in the room, and some of them get knocked out, and others are trying to get back up off the ground. But Shigaraki starts to get angrier as he sprints towards Deku. I'm gonna say Bakio walks in front of Shigaraki and just explodes his face. Like, yo, I'm gonna get my hit on you. But he just got the revenge plaque on Call of Duty. But nah. I just need to get this done over with, okay? And then I can turn on my fan. But oh jeez, I don't know, man. Today's just oof moment, but yeah. um, as soon as they whoa, where's your boy at? Hold on. All Might shows up and sees Deku and Bakio, and as soon as he heard that the two of them were at the base, bro, he took off. He was kind of faster than the Deku at this point. But All Might then sees that all the villains are defeated. Then he feels like an evil presence. So he turns around and sees All For One. And Deku and Bakio, they both stare. Like, they're both just staring at All For One as well. So All Might says that he will take this fight. And they both nod. And All Might begins to fight with All For One. And honestly, the newscast, bro, they are on that news. So they show up and start broadcasting the fight. And I'm gonna say, All For One starts to talk down to All Might and is destroying him mentally, turning him like to half All Might and Small Might. You know, kind of the same as Canon. And Bakugo sees All Might struggling and yells at him to win. So All Might looks at the helicopter, then at them both, saying like it's their turn to fight. And All For One gets confused at like that moment. But like at that moment, Deku and Bakugo, bro, they appear between both of them. And All For One tries to punch Deku, but gets flown back, like being punched by Deku. And I'm gonna say Bakugo, he grabs All Might and helps him out of the area. So All For One gets back up and does a long range attack towards Bakugo and All Might, but Bakugo sees it and sits All Might down, exploding away the attack. But, you know, so Bakugo just rushes in. Like, you know, he gets All Might to safety, but Bakugo rushes in and gets in a fighting stance next to Deku. Like, yo, they right now, they looking like they're about to take an Instagram post. Like, they're about to release their mixtape on them, but nah. I need to stop. Um, oh my god, jeez, this is not going good. But then I'm gonna say All For One does an attack that punches Bakugo through a boulder next to All Might. Like, yo, he got sent flying. Like, I'm gonna say it was like long. I don't know how to like properly pronounce it, but yeah, he got sent back. So All Might runs up to Bakugo, like trying to wake him up because he did get knocked out. And Bakugo, yeah, he's passed out, and All Might yells at Deku to finish it. Because, like, he knows that if Deku can't get into his final form, like, it's over. So, I'm gonna say All For One gets outraged and builds up the quirks he saved for All Might in his arm. And the people broadcasting and watching, they don't know how to feel. Like, they see All Might losing, then him looking at two kids from the UA Sports Festival, like, sending them to fight the villain. And one of them just got knocked out. So they're thinking like, yeah, it's pretty hectic, and they don't know what to do. So, you know, All For One screams, saying like that the kid will die and he can't dodge this attack because it was made for All Might. So All For One punches towards Deku, and a bright beam strikes at Deku, leaving dust afterwards. And if you know already what that beam means, like, it's about to go down. So I'm gonna say Deku knows that he has to win, and like when the dust clears, the people watching have their jaws just dropped. And then you just hear a faint theme start to play, you know, like insert theme right now. So everyone sees Deku behind All For One in a bright form, and All For One turns around, grunting while Deku is walking towards him. And All For One tries to throw another punch, but the buildings around him start to fall down with the shockwave Deku is countering, like, of the punch. And All For One gets thrown into three buildings. So one of the cameramen panned to All Might next to Bakugo, grinning at what he sees. Bro, Deku's done it. Deku went into his third form. With the theme playing and all. So, All For One body flickers back and charges at Deku, but Deku just stands still. He's like, yo, just watch me. So everyone watching is going crazy at what they're seeing. Like, yo, they hear the beat and everything. But Class 1A, they also see what's going on, like, through a TV. And what they see afterwards is Deku with his arm stretched out to the side and All For One appearing to be punched from all angles. just like Dragon Ball Super. And he falls through the ground, making a small crater and being knocked out. So Deku stands over the crater with the silver coming off of him, like in the picture. And when it finishes, Deku has a silver hair and aura. And other heroes they show up to make sure everyone's fine. But a healing hero wakes up Bakio and sees Deku in his third form and the theme playing. So the broadcast ends with everyone cheering as All Might is saved and seeing two future heroes. And then I'm gonna say the theme stops, and that's where I'm gonna leave it off for this part, which is oof. No, that was an oof. But yeah, yeah. Oh shoot, this heat is still getting to my head. But if you guys enjoyed it, let me know. If you guys didn't, remember to let me know. And hmm, yeah, I guess that's it. Huh. Yeah. How's my outro go again? This heat really is getting to my head. Um, See you guys in the next one. I hope you guys have a good one. Remember, don't be an Ida, and peace out.